On this special, take a look, Jamie Lee Curtis.
It just has crevices all over her face. Look at the crevices.
Lindsay Lohan.
Big moves. Bite your lip, not your top lip, your bottom lip.
And yes, we've got a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't want to be a part of this family, and now I'm part of some dodgy family curse.
The stars you know and the next generation you're about to love. The Freakier Friday cast telling it all.
What is taking so long? We wouldn't want to be off schedule, innit?
Plus our special guest co-host, the Madam Fortune Teller herself. Here to guide us through every magical twist and generational swap.
One more thing. Right over there is a QR code that you can tip me with.
Exclusive cast secrets, behind-the-scenes surprises, sneak peeks you won't see anywhere else.
I'll let you know when it's time for you to make your sexy grand entrance.
Sexy grand entrance.
This is the Freakier Friday takeover of Take a Look.
Oh, like that.
As promised, it's our half-hour special, Freakier Friday. My special co-host, Madam, if you would introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Madam Jen, and I'm a psychic as well as many other things.
Oh, okay. I want to start getting a reading, but we probably should talk about some of the interviews. What do I do? What's my responsibility here?
Well, what would you like to? Can I see your hands?
Yes.
And what would you like to know?
Who? What segment? What interview am I tossing to right now?
You're tossing to
Jamie Lee
Curtis.
How did you know that?
Well, that's how it.
It is freaky.
Yeah.
I talked to her 22 years ago, and here we are at it again.
Yes.
Take a look.
I didn't want to be a part of this family, and now I'm part of some dodgy family curse. Well, no, but seriously,
Thank
you can throw it down a little bit.
Well,
You've been known to,
thank you for that. Kind
you've
words.
been known to eat, and that means it in a really good way.
Like you ate down.
You ate.
Like you ate.
Okay. All right. Thank you
I
for
love
that.
this.
Slang.
I love that you're saying this.
I'm now never gonna. I'm gonna go home and I'm saying to my husband, who's not gonna be dressed like you, honey, you ate, and he's gonna say, yeah, I know, I had to. Anyway, sorry.
Good to see you again.
And you.
This is not our first dance. I see Jamie Lee more than my own family for
Yes.
Thanksgiving. It's been a blessing.
We're seeing each other almost every year lately.
We were in this hotel 22 years ago talking about this very thing.
I know.
You did it in this hotel?
Oh yeah, sure. Oh, this is the
This is
John
the
Kidd
hotel.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome.
So for you, like, I can ask you somewhat unique questions from this side because I also met your mom. We did a dedication ceremony,
yes,
your sister, you
yes,
and I,
yes,
in
yes,
Stockton.
yes.
So this has to mean a little bit more to you to be doing a product that unites families in this way.
Well, I mean, that's the point of, for me, that's the real point of art, particularly art that has any sort of connective tissue for relatability, family, and it's what Disney, did the Disney brand, right? Heart, humor, the beautiful combo platter of the two really yields a Disney movie. And yes, it's very important to me. It was important to me that we shoot it in California. It was important to me that we make it with Lindsay, and we had to wait for Lindsay to be old enough.
Sure.
To be able to be a mom of a teenager, and we just got really lucky. We also got to make this last June. We were just talking about it last June, July, and then the fires happened in January of this year. Burnt the house that we shot the original movie 22 years ago in, that we shot our movie in last summer, and the Altadena pickle bowl place burnt. Yeah. And so there's also, it feels very beautiful, sad, and a beautiful tribute to the city of Los Angeles. And so it does feel connective.
Like a phoenix, from the ashes,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
You are so good in this.
Thank
And you are infinitely talented beyond your wildest dreams. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you.
And she can sing.
And she can sing.
Thank you.
Now, with that said, is there pressure knowing that I'm playing Jamie Lee Curtis and she's playing me?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I mean, girl. I think the main pressure, intimidating part was not necessarily you, because as soon as I met you, it was like, oh, I feel safe and this is going to be great and I love you. But just knowing how loved and how iconic the first one is, I think me and Julia coming on with, as the new people, because, everyone from the first one is practically back.
Yes.
And we are honored to join you guys in this fun story and journey. But there was a second where it was like, oh my gosh, not only like this is happening and this is real, but it's a little bit intimidating because the first one was so loved, and it just makes the standards for this one even higher.
And you can't prepare somebody for any of it. You know
For
what
the
I mean?
swap club.
You can't. You can't prepare anybody for any of this job, any part of it, as an actor. Really, you can do all the work, but then when they call action, and you're in a body swap comedy, like you have to just inhabit and just do it. You can't be so studied and so robotic that you're in your mind. You have to be in your soul. You have to be in your heart, and you have to be in the heart, not yours, but somebody else's. So there is a jazz element to it. Not that I'm equating Freaky Friday to jazz, but there is a jazz element to it. You have to stay really loose. And when I knew we were good was day 2, because day 2 we switched, and day 2 we were in the mirror. And that morning on day 2 of 42 days, day 2, because if the switch works, the movie works. If the switch doesn't work, the movie doesn't work. And you put it at the beginning of the movie because you got to know, is it going to work? And I think that's what you see at the end of the movie, that
the blooper reel
of the laughter.
Which best blooper reel ever.
That's what's happening. And I think what you're seeing is not only the relief of all 4 of us, but the relief of our director, our producers, the crew. And I think that moment, now in retrospect, is when we all were like, okay, we're fine. Relax. We're good. We're good. We're great. We're good. We're golden.
Yeah.
It's what the world needs now. Thanks for bringing it.
Oh, God bless.
How awesome is she all these years later? Have you ever done a reading on Jamie Lee Curtis?
Well, I've done a reading on her character, Tess, and it was just amazing because she's amazing and because I'm amazing at my job.
Hey, you just said your job. You have many.
Well, I have many jobs. I'm also a realtor licensed by the National Association of Realtors. I have a business card making business, and I also help small businesses become larger businesses. I'm also a life coach and a coach of sports, anything from basketball, baseball, golf, hockey, and I also I do hair, makeup, wardrobe, and I'm also a licensed pilot. So if you need to get anywhere, you can call me up. And also, I'm a travel agent.
I bet we're about to play one of your commercials. Speaking of which, we got to pay the bills. Who's coming up next?
Lindsay Lohan.
How did you? Oh, it's so eerie. I'm getting chills. Lindsay Lohan. When we come back, we'll be back after this.
Really?
You've walked in each other's path. It's like a crazy path cross that you've done.
You've learned a lesson that may serve you again.
Hey, welcome back to our half-hour special, All Things Freakier Friday. If I seem a little on edge, it's because I'm getting my fortune told, and I don't know if I like what I'm hearing. What else do you say about me?
Let me think. So you're, what would you like to know?
Anything, everything.
Thing.
Let me think about that. In the meantime, take a look at Lindsay Lohan.
Okay, that's enough.
Thank you very much. One more thing. Right over there is a QR code that you can tip me with.
Okay, settle while I try not to cry. I just realized, like, 23 years ago, we were in this hotel talking about the same thing. And wait, blink an eye, right?
It goes, time flies too fast.
What was it like jumping back in the role? Like riding a bike? Just right back into this role?
Yeah, it did feel like riding a bike. It's because I loved playing Anna so much, it felt right at home. And it was really exciting to get to play her again.
And you're no slacker. You've done a lot. But is it pressure?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, since people grew up loving this movie and the characters, that being one of those characters definitely took a lot of reassurance and growth, I think.
Well, you said people. Were you one of those people? Did the Freakies? Were you one of the Freaky fans before this?
Absolutely. I am people. I love that movie.
And then what's the process when you know you're going to switch? Like, how much hanging out do you do to try to embody switching and switching?
A lot before on set, and then a lot on set, just to kind of get to know what mannerisms should be different and how we can change the characters more when we've switched, just to show the difference.
We put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
Look at us go.
Well, back in the day, you and Jamie, would you watch the performance and go, Jamie, I wouldn't do that? Or Jamie would say, I wouldn't do this? Like, do you...
Yeah, we would definitely tell each other that. And it's important to have that relationship with your co-stars because you want to be collaborative and you want to feel comfortable critiquing.
Right.
Because it's better for the film, it's better for you both, and it shows better for the viewers.
Is there a moment that you remember she saying, you nailed it? Or you said to her, you nailed it?
I mean...
Yes, there was, especially when the speech, when you're screaming at the staircase.
Oh.
Because remember, I did the original Freak Out? When you guys come back from the food fight.
Right, yes, when
And
I'm
then
below
you
the
have
stairs.
when you're drinking grape juice.
Perfect.
I think we all agree sometimes there was a point where bloopers became so contrived and pushed. But in this, like, you have no idea the thunderous applause and laughter. The bloopers alone get
That
it.
makes me
I can't wait to see it with an audience on the bloopers.
That's so
So I hope I'm not
fun.
spoiling. There's bloopers. Stay for the end.
No, there are.
No, thank you for
Stay,
saying that.
Please
so
do.
people stay.
So what are some of the moments, the blooperest moments that you can remember? What were the scenes that were
blooperest
hard to hold it
moments.
together?
I mean, filming in the middle of the ocean was pretty hard. We kept teetering off of our boards because we were on them for so long. We were so sleepy that we would kind of...
Sure.
I think that and the mirror scene
Yeah, the
was
mirror
definitely
scene
a funny
for
one.
sure.
We had a lot of moments where we would just kind of burst
Little
out.
moments where we would make each other laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also fun to kind of, I feel like on sets you always need someone that's going to be goofy and silly and fun to keep the energy up.
Yeah. It's a lot of standing around doing nothing before you have to do something.
Yeah.
Right? I remember I talked to Quentin about his movie and what he was most excited about. Said, pick one gem that surprised you, that you're most proud of. And he always talked about your performance in that.
Wow.
Oh,
So
I
now
love that. That's crazy.
Pay it forward to this movie. What's one thing that you think will surprise people or surprised you?
Ooh,
A
I
hidden gem.
think people will be surprised by the heart in the movie. I mean, it is a fun summer comedy, and I'm so excited for people to take their friends and go see it and have a good time. But also, I think there's so much of a theme of family that it's gonna hit people in the heart in a really nice way. Though we're gentle about it and we're kind with it.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
true.
too much, but it maintains that emotional aspect from the first one that was so lovely, and it just makes all the characters even more deep and special.
Yeah, special is the word. This is what the world needs right now.
Yeah.
How about you? When you found out that you were going back to this, what's the first thing you text to Jamie Lee? What was the first exchange?
Oh, I said, let's do this. We were always like, you ready? You ready? Let's do this.
I love it.
I'm so glad you did. And I'm doing a half-hour special, and my co-host is Vanessa. And how great was
Oh,
this?
wow.
How great was
She's
her work?
hysterical.
So funny.
I worked with Vanessa on SNL, and I was so excited that she was going to be in this because I
Yes.
just love her. She's hysterical, and she's also so sweet.
She is so sweet. And she was another one that made us all break character a lot.
Yes.
In every scene we had with
Yeah.
her, at least 3 or 4 times. I remember when the camera would be behind me, and I would just have to shut my eyes while she was doing stuff so I wouldn't laugh.
Oh my gosh. You guys, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
being
much.
here.
Thank you
Nice
so
to
much.
see you.
Good to see you.
I was really bad at that. So bad at that. Any other ideas? Let's just get back out there. Otherwise, he'll think I'm pooping.
Lindsay Lohan, love what she's doing in this. She is phenomenal and, again, kind of eerie. Like, what were you doing 22 years ago?
Well, I was getting my
Excuse me?
boots on the ground and feet off the ground in terms of business.
Okay, all right. So we're going to go into another commercial break.
yeah.
Tell me what you're seeing here.
Well, I'm seeing, what do you think I'm seeing?
Oh, no, let's, who's coming up after the commercial break? The boys. Oh, so freaky. When we come back, I catch up with Chad again after 22 years. We'll be right back after this. All right, back at it. Hey, welcome back to our half-hour special, All Things Freakier Friday. It's a rare treat that I get to talk to the actual person. You know, sometimes I talk to the actors. That's not fun. Talking to the real deal.
Wow, thank you.
For those who don't know, introduce yourself.
I'm Madam Jen. I am a psychic, but I'm also a licensed realtor.
Wait, we don't have time to go into your entire resume again.
Oh,
it's
okay.
thick. We'll list it in credits.
Okay.
All right, so Chad Michaelberg, we talked to him and the boys of this, Manny as well.
Yes.
Did you read them?
Not in the film, but I'm open to it, and I can read anyone who's watching as well, because my business is quite international and global.
I can read the future. She's saying maybe there's a sequel. Anyway, we talked. Take a look.
I'll let you know when it's time for you to make your sexy grand entrance.
Sexy grand entrance? Oh, like that.
Good to see you. Good to meet you. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, brother.
So 22 years ago, same hotel, you and I are toe-to-toe talking about the same thing.
Can you believe it?
Does it blow your mind, though? Not about talking to me, but just all of this.
This too. Like, genuinely, this too. It's a bit of a Twilight Zone moment, is it not? Right? It's a little freaky. No pun intended.
Sure.
To go back and to assume that we ever would have done a sequel to this movie that had a nice little bow at the end and tied up, I guess I never contemplated that it would happen 23 years later, and yet here we are. And not just that we all got together, including these new unbelievable castmates, and made a movie that is equally as good, if not better.
Exactly, to be part of the glue and the Easter eggs and the value that brings it all back into being relevant.
Yeah.
It's great to see like this incredible new talent. What was it pressure for you to jump into the swap club?
Yeah, no, 100%. Because Freaky Friday was such an iconic movie back in the day, and the fact that they brought it back and the fact that they'd have me on it, just a kid that watched it in the theater, was just a wild take that that I'd be able to act opposite Lindsay and Jamie. I never would have thought. Yeah.
I was surprised at how much heart there is. Like, have you sat through the print as the movie exists now? Have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
Are you shocked at the end? I mean, you were a part of it, but can you disassociate and feel the emotion the rest of us do?
See, I and I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but we got to live it. You know, like we were living in it. The energy on set comes through the lens. It really does. Like from the top down, like Kristen Burr and Andrew Gunn and Anne-Marie Sander and Nisha and Jamie and Lindsay. Everybody came in with this giant like love affair. And you'd show up and there was just something different. You know, you walk off a set sometimes and you never really know when the next time you're gonna see someone is. But this time it was like, guys, it'd been 22 years since we'd seen each other. Great. Like, let's hold on just a little bit longer. Let's hang out just a little bit longer. We got so many stories to catch up on. Let's just stretch the scene out just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And that comes through.
All right, lightning round. See Freakier Friday because
it'll make you laugh.
It'll make you live
cry,
longer.
It'll make you live longer.
Make you live longer because a positive dopamine, laughing makes you happy, reduces cortisol. You'll live longer. Take it from us.
Take it from a doctor.
Boom. Thank you. How great are they? Like, I don't want to pry into your personal life, madam, but do you fancy either one of those boys?
Well, my love life, I have to keep it separate from my many businesses. So it just depends if they become a client of mine or not.
Same here. Same here. All right, when we come back, the director, my last reading, we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to our half-hour special, Freakier Friday. This movie would not work if not fantastic direction. I sat down with your director on this, who does amazing things, but you already know that, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, take a look.
You've learned a lesson that may serve you again.
Okay, that's enough.
We'll give these to my neighbors.
I'm onto something here. One more thing. Right over there is a QR code that you can tip me with. Any amount is appreciated. Really, I didn't know I could do that voice.
Hey, congratulations on this.
Thank you so much.
I love this movie so much. 23 years ago, 22 years ago, I was in this hotel, probably the same room.
Oh my God.
Doing these same interviews.
Oh my God, I think I saw that.
You're not old enough to have seen my work. Just step in, and what did it mean to you?
It meant everything to be trusted with the Disney franchise. Like, this is a beloved franchise. I mean, it's just like incredible, from the Jodie Foster, Barbara Harris one to the Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis one. It is just an iconic franchise. So it was scary and terrifying and exciting and all the producers were there to like make sure nothing went awry. And we had Jamie and Lindsay, so what could go wrong?
I love the first one because it was so full of heart. I didn't have I had kids, but I didn't have teenagers at the time. But now I've been through all that.
Oh, wow.
This movie, and especially from the angle that you bring, it means so much more to so many more people.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was really important to me. It was beautiful to be able to talk about being a grandmother, or being a mother, being a daughter, being a granddaughter, and all of the things that blended families, chosen families, like how to make sure we keep togetherness is really a tough thing.
Amen. This is exactly what the world needs right now.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so I want to see a sequel. What are you doing in 22 years? I'll meet you back here to
Let's
talk
do
about
it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time.
It was
Congrats
so
on this
nice
movie.
to meet you. This is
Nice
so
to meet
cool.
She is awesome. See Freakier Friday in theaters everywhere. In the meantime, one final reading.
Yes.
Let's wrap this all up.
Okay.
Tell me how well you think this half-hour special is going to land.
I think the half-hour special is going to go great because the people love it.
You said that you could not have said that with less conviction.
Well, I was sort of waiting for you to chime in.
Are my fans calm or clammy? Like, how do they compare to your other
They
clients?
seem pretty good. They seem pretty smooth and nice.
I watched them thoroughly for you today.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate hygiene.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Madam, you're amazing.
Thank you.
As are you. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on AFN in 177 different countries and territories worldwide, we thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And start listing your businesses right now as credits roll.
I'm a licensed realtor. As I said, I have a business card making business. I am a licensed pilot. I do travel agency kind of adjacent stuff. I also am a Reiki master. I also do hair, makeup, and wardrobe. I'm also a coach of sports and of life. I also can teach people any kind of skill, whether it be public speaking or...
Oh, look, time's up!